What's up, everybody? So we're back with another random video from Ben Shapiro. This one's called Andrew Tate, the Great Hoax. So it's going to be basically Ben Shapiro giving his take on Andrew Tate. I'm not going to watch the whole video. I'll try to break it down. But, you know, guys, obviously they've hated each other, been very critical of each other over the whole Israel-Palestine thing. And obviously, guys, we're Team Palestine over here every single day of the week, guys, because, you know, there's basically a genocide they're running over there, okay? They're trying to, like, you know, completely get rid of the Palestinian people, which kind of, you know, it's not good, guys. It's horrendous, right? And if you guys go watch the Hodge twins, they have great takes, guys. They said they used to love Ben Shapiro, and me too. You know, the Hodge twins are very, very, very self-reflective now. They used to love Ben Shapiro, but this seems like it's the new Iraq war, guys, where, you know, America had the 9/11, supposedly. You know, I think it's a false flag, of course. And then they invaded Iraq, a sovereign country. It had nothing to do with flipping that place. They found Saddam Hussein in Pakistan, like, it completely nothing to do with anything. And now, you know, Ben Shapiro is calling for another genocide. He acts like a big tough man, telling everyone, go to war, but he's not fighting any war himself. You know, and as for the Palestine thing, guys, yes, I'm not fighting for Palestine, but, and at the same time, guys, they're doing protests here every week, and nothing's happening. So, you know, people are just going to keep dying. It's a complete disgrace, but I want to be on the right side of history. That's all I want to say, guys. You know, that's all I'll say about that, okay? Taking sides, you know, and all that type of thing, it doesn't matter, guys. Me saying even stuff on the internet is very much like on Twitter too. I'm very self-reflective. It's very much like me giving lip service, guys, and I understand it looks just stupid for me to say it because I'm not going over there to fight, guys. You know, it's ridiculous even for me to say it, but I want to be on the right side of history. It's the same when they invaded Iraq as well, the US. It's whole crazy. So this one's going to be interesting, guys, because obviously they hate each other, and I used to be a fan of Ben Shapiro when he was talking about free speech and the whole Second Amendment versus Mr. Pierce Morgan, but now he's just gone off the flipping rails, like calling for war and just a complete psycho. So let's get it, guys. Let's see what he says.
Let's go through Andrew Tate's history a little bit here, because when he is talking to somebody of right-wing bent, he pretends to be sort of a traditionalist on matters of family and sex. And then immediately he'll turn around and he'll tweet something like this. And then we're all supposed to ignore it if you're on the right, or say that he's being ironical or something like that. But the reality is
like, I think he's pretty ironical. I think that most of the stuff he says is to troll people, to get attention. The internet now is an attention economy. So take everything that he says with a grain of salt. I would never join his Hustlers University. I would never tell anyone to join a pyramid scheme like that. Like, absolutely not, guys. There's so many programs out there. I sell a program for €300 every 12 weeks. I can get you jacked, lean, jacked, whatever the case may be. I stay with you while I do that. His thing is just a fitness platform. His Hustlers University, it's like a glorified fitness platform. You know, people get fired up about it, and they shouldn't, guys.
This dude has made a lot of money over a lot of time by scamming people. So he started by
You know what? I'm not even defending that, guys. You know, if you want to call it a scam, you can.
Making a lot of money off the sex industry. There's a person who says that he now stands for virtue and for the manly virtues. Can I tell you something that's not manly? Grooming women to get naked on camera for you to make money off of. The ideal of masculinity is not being a pimp. Andrew Tate was a pimp. Not 10 years ago, very, very recently.
People always say pimp as if it's a negative thing, but I think a pimp is a very positive. I don't think they're bad people.
As recently as 3 years ago, he was pimping women out on webcam, while simultaneously declaring that young men are wasting their time and their virility on pornography. Agree, which is why I don't run a webcam business where I pimp out women.
Well, you know, guys, I'll say this. I don't agree with the whole webcam stuff. You can do what you want. It's a business, you know. But at the same time, it's unethical, okay? So the stuff that he's going through now, I don't think he did anything illegal. And I'll say that first and foremost because I'm not in this game to be pointing fingers and, oh, you're this, you assaulted this woman, you did this. You can't do that, guys. That's above my pay grade, and that's above Ben Shapiro's pay grade. He says he's a lawyer, but really, you know, he's not the one convicting this crime. Nor was he around Andrew Tate at the time of these crimes. So it's kind of a bit out of our, it's a bit removed, you know, from us. But I'll say this because it's very unethical. You know what I mean? It's an unethical business, okay? If you're grooming, quote unquote, that's a term that he uses. I would say he persuaded them, you know, and, you know, I persuade people to watch my videos. I put clickbait thumbnails. So it's definitely unethical, guys, you know. But is he wrong, you know, morally? Yeah. Is he? Maybe. You know, that's up to your morals. But is he wrong ethically? Maybe. It's up to your morals and ethics. But is he wrong by the law? I would say probably not, guys. You know what I mean? I would say not, because he hasn't been convicted of anything yet. So just throwing aspersions on people, it's kind of unfair. I'm a fair guy. If he gets convicted, then it's another story, guys. If we can find out conclusive evidence. I want to see conclusive evidence, so you understand?
Who I get into the business by having sex with, which was Andrew Tate's entire method. Here he was explicating his method in 2020.
So yeah, on corporatate.com, I have my PhD program, and that is PhD is a pimp and hose degree that I'm.
Clever.
And that teaches basically how I got girls.
What a class act.
How I met girls.
I mean, Ben Shapiro can't really say anything. He's calling for the genocide of Palestine, guys. So, he's calling me class act, but at the same time, Ben Shapiro is also in the wrong for calling for mass genocide of people. So let's not get too holier than thou over there, Ben Shapiro.
How I got girls to like me, how I got girls to fall in love with me to work on webcam for me. Because that's what I did. That was my MO, was find girls, make them love me, and make them work for me. And that's how I got rich. I was all about.
Definitely, I don't know if it's illegal. I'm sure, I think my brother was telling me before, it actually is illegal now to do that. It's like the lover boy method, but then again, they kind of just made that up. But definitely unethical. Okay, if you manipulate people, it's unethical, but at the end of the day, guys, it's unethical for people to manipulate you, to work for them, to do stuff. So, any job. So, it's a very nuanced, weird world we live in.
There's the shtick. And so for a lot of young men who fantasize about having sex with good-looking women, this sounds amazing. Also, it makes you a complete piece of human debris. It makes you garbage if you act like this with regard to women.
Well, it also makes you a piece of human debris when you want to send bombs to bomb a country that's done nothing. You know what I mean? They should send special forces in there and take out Hamas, guys. There's nothing to do with that. But killing 200, civilians per every one Hamas is just completely insane. And in the West Bank, they're killing people as well, just bombing. They're killing innocents. I saw a thing yesterday. Just Google. It's on the Hodge Twins podcast. Just Google innocent civilians killed. It's like 6 civilians killed. One guy was American, and they were making telling the Israeli military, please don't bomb us, please don't. We're like civilians coming to give aid, and they just killed them all. Good job, guys.
No matter how much sex you're having with randos off the Instagrams. And now, of course, he has moved beyond this because he got arrested for a bunch of stuff related to his webcam business, and he runs Hustlers University, which is where you learn.
I'm going to preference this, guys. I would never tell anyone to join Hustlers University. It's just a pyramid scheme. It's probably a scam. I don't know, guys. You tell me. I don't know. I haven't joined it. I haven't seen his PhD course, Pim and Hose degrees. I haven't seen any of that. I think what people like him for, and at least what I do, it gives me motivation to work hard. When the way he speaks is very captivating, very persuasive. Okay, which sounds bad now. Actually, he's persuading people to sleep with him and shit. It's just crazy, guys. This is a crazy world that we live in. It's unbelievable.
So before, you learned from him in his pimping hose degree. You learned how to make lots of money without actually doing any work by having sex with women and then convincing them to take off their clothes for the prurient interests of other men.
I'm sure people don't do that. I'm sure people that follow him don't look at him to start up their own webcam business, though. I'm sure they're just doing it to do crypto money and get fit and stuff like that. I'd be very surprised if some kid, 16-year-old, was like, oh, I'm going to become a pimp myself. That would be very just odd to me anyway. I'm just that would never even cross my mind to think about that
on the internet. Well, now he's moved on to bigger and better things. Hustlers University, where he promises he's going to teach you how to make tons of money. All you have to do is pay him $50 a month, and he's going to teach you how, just like marriage is a scam, and he's going to help you see through it by taking the red pill. It turns out that all of industry can be cracked by going on Hustlers University.
I agree, guys. I agree. I don't think you should go on Hustlers University. I would never say that. It's just like a fitness website, though. My friend joined it before. He downloaded the other version of it, and he said it was BS. So
he will teach you all the money making secrets. Now, the reality is,
don't believe that
there is no actual quote unquote secret to making money. If you want to make a lot of money in this life, you have to do 3 things. Okay, that's it. You want to make a lot of money in this life. Find the thing that you like to do, the thing that people are willing to pay you for, and the thing that you are good at. If you find those 3 things, you will end up making a lot of money.
I would say that as well, guys. But as this is a self-help channel, I would also say, you gotta work really, really hard every day. You gotta work long hours, guys. 10, 15 hours a day. It sucks, but you have to do that. Okay, that's why I do on this channel. Then you also have to be persistent, guys. You can't just give up after a few months if it's not going your way. I used to make no money, now I'm making good money from YouTube. So you kind of have to be persistent and hardworking. That's pretty much it, guys. You have to have good ideas as well, but the good ideas is less than. You just have to be hardworking and persistent and have moderately okay ideas. That's pretty much it, guys. All right. Don't just settle for a regular thing if you want to become rich. It's just not going to happen,
Find 2 of those 3 things. You might be happy without making a lot of money, or you might be unhappy without making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yep.
Okay, you have to find something you like to do, something you're good at, meaning you have to develop an actual skill set which requires time and attention and investment and real focus on detail.
Yep.
And you have to find something people want from you. So it can't just be making mud pies in the backyard. It has to be something that appeals to other human beings who want to pay you for that thing.
I agree, guys. Don't join Hustlers University. And if you do, it's on you guys. I have nothing against it, but I don't think it will get you rich, like, personally. Like, it's just my take. Okay, let's keep going, guys. I want to try to get through this because there's a lot of stuff.
Only pay $50 a month. And one of these fast money methods turns out to be selling Hustleversity to new people by posting clips of him, Andrew Tate. And because of this...
Oh, we're going to go to the next segment. It's a pyramid scheme, guys. Straight up and down the board, it's a pyramid scheme. So, next segment. Pretty good beat, actually. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Like I says.
So that's the game. The only person who makes real money off of this is Andrew Tate. So just how rich is Andrew Tate? Because again, his entire shtick is based on the idea that he is, in his own personage, uber male. He is the ideal male. He's having sex with beautiful women. He's got Bugatti. He's got luxury cars, and that's why you should ignore marriage.
Well, we don't know, guys, and I'll say this to you guys. I wouldn't trust anything you see on the internet. I don't know if Ben Shapiro's rich. I don't know if any other YouTuber, Mr. Beast. We'll never know, guys. We'll never know if these people actually have money or not. So I wouldn't trust them as far as you could throw them, guys. You know, that's me, guys. I'm telling you, be skeptical, guys. Don't believe these people.
That's why you shouldn't get married. That's why you should sign up for Hustlers University and pay him money, is because he is the ideal. Again, it's always a grift. When someone tells you that a time-tested truth is false and they know the real secret and they have no evidence of this, that's a grift. This is a grift, and people have fallen for the grift.
Well, he is true by saying, like, if you work in a factory or work as a dustbin collector, you're not going to get rich, guys. It's just plain and simple, unless you become, like, the CEO of the company. You know, you have to sell something to become rich, guys. You have to sell footage on the internet. You have to do certain things. Like, I'm selling footage of myself to the internet. Like, you have to, like, do certain things to get rich, guys. You can't just get rich from working in a factory or these things that I've done in the past, like becoming a little sales company. You can't get lots of money doing that, guys. You know? So, I don't know, man. All right.
Of $300,000 and do a minimum of 10,000 reps. A new ice cold water every 20 minutes. A new coffee every 1.5 hours. That's a lot of time spent peeing, I would imagine. 8-hour shifts, usually 11 till 7. Chefs have dinner on the table at 8. I eat my only meal of the day with the soldiers in my house because he leads, of course, a true army in
Ben's a good troll, I will say. Come on.
Romania from a warehouse. Then discuss and smoke cigars, shisha, deep into the night. And then he talks about how, you know, he used to take time off and go to dinner and go shopping, but he felt bad because he wasn't doing enough reps and he was only making $280,000 a day instead of $300,000 a day. So if he actually were making $300,000 a day, that calculates out to about $110 million a year.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, guys. Does he make that? I don't know, guys. I'm not going to stand here and defend the guy. Probably not, man. I'd probably argue that he doesn't make that. You know, it seems like an ostentatious amount of money to make. But maybe he does. Who knows, guys? We'll never know. You'll never know, guys. And stop always getting worked up on the internet about certain things, bro, that you'll never know. You know, unfortunately, that's just how life is, guys.
That's a lot of money. That's like a lot of money. So, how much money is Andrew Tate actually worth? We should ask these questions because, after all, it is based on his projection of wealth. That so many people are falling for the lie that you can just dispense with time-tested wisdom, like get married and have...
I understand what he's trying to say. Here.
Children and live a solid life.
Right.
In favor of absolute stupid waste of money like Hustlers University. So, remember that time that Tucker Carlson went and interviewed Andrew Tate and they marveled at his magical mansion in Romania? Right, this unbelievable mansion in Romania. Wow, huge complex in Romania. Okay, so I'm just going to point out that amazing mansion in Romania, it has a parking lot and it's got some cars in it. Ooh. That mansion in Romania is not in the nice part of Romania. It's actually in kind of a garbage part of town. It's actually an industrial warehouse he bought for $700,000 and made over, according to the New York Post.
What?
They asked Andrew Tate for comment, no comment.
So, okay, so his house is worth like $1 million, which is like nothing compared to what he's earning. So he's trying to basically say that don't listen to this guy because you won't get rich listening to him. It's a fair point, guys. You know, I'm not even going against Ben Shapiro at that point. I wouldn't say listen to Jay-Z how to make rap music, guys. I wouldn't say that because a lot of people just get lucky, or a lot of people say they have a lot of money and they don't actually have a lot of money. So unfortunately, that's how it is. Especially with business, guys. If you make 10,000 euro a month, you're only saving maybe 2,000 because you have so much expenses. You have so many expenses. So,
how about his other wealth? The UK Guardian did a look into this. They said Tate says he owns a chain of 15 casinos and that they earn him $1 million a month. Apparently not, according to the company records in Bucharest.
I wouldn't believe that either. If somebody says anything, it's like in the gym. If you go to the gym, unless you see it with your 2 eyes or unless you see a video of it, it didn't happen, guys. Don't believe the guy who said, oh, I got 50 reps with 100 kilos. No, you did not. You did not, guys. You're a lying scumbag, so.
We search high and low and find no evidence he owns a single casino. It's tough to find out how much Tate's Romanian companies are actually worth. We can find tax returns for only one. Talisman Enterprises, listed as a web portal business. That has 1.2 million pounds of debt. Oh. The Guardian asked him for comment, by the way. No comment.
It's not that because he keeps buying cars and stuff. It's not that he owns. I'm not defending the guy. I'm sure that Tate has probably no money. We don't know, guys. We'll never know. Okay, we'll end the video there. But at the end of the day, guys, I think he says the way he gets his money is something like he has like, an investor somewhere else giving him money or something like that. It's like a really roundabout way of making money, like how like the elites make money and stuff. So very, very strange, guys. There was another last bit about talking about his castle, but I agree with actually a lot of that. I thought I was going to be hating on Ben Shapiro quite a bit. I agree with most of that, guys. Actually, it's crazy that people believe so much that Tate and these guys on the line, how much money they make. Let's follow this guy. Don't, guys. Don't follow those people. If they motivate you to work hard, that's good, guys. But don't give them your hard-earned money. Watch free videos of them on the internet. Okay? I love you all. Stay free, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.